Hi, I'm JP Terry, and in this video, we will create a form based on a form data model. You will learn how to integrate an adaptive form with the database. We will use the author instance of the AEM Form Sandbox for this demonstration. Here are the steps. Log into an author instance of the AEM Form Sandbox. Click Adobe Experience Manager in the top left. Select Navigation, Forms, Forms and Documents. Open your folder. Select Create, Adaptive Form. Select the blank template and click Next. Enter Form based on Form Data Model as the title. Click Form Model. Expand the Select From dropdown and select Form Data Model. Expand the Select Form Data Model dropdown and pick the Form Data Model you created earlier. Expand Document of Record template configuration and select Generate Document of Record. Click Create and click Edit. Select Edit Mode if it's not already selected. Select the root panel and select Add Child Panel. Enter Retrieve and Update as the title. Enter a description. Enter Retrieve Update as the name. Click Done. Select the root panel again to create a second child panel. Enter Insert as the title. Enter a description and enter Insert as the name. Click Done. Select the root panel and click Configure. Click the Panel Layout dropdown and select Wizard. Click Done. Select Content in the upper left-hand corner. Your form hierarchy should now look like this. Select the Retrieve and Update panel and click Data Sources. Drag and drop all the objects onto your form. Select the Retrieve Update panel and click Configure. Enter 3 for the number of columns. Click Done. If there is still only one column, zoom out or go to preview mode to see how the objects will look in 3 columns. Click Data Sources. Your data sources should now look like this. Select Customer ID and click Replace. Select the drop-down list. Select the new Customer ID drop-down list and click Configure. Click Add and add 1 through 5 and click Done. Select Content and select the root panel and click Edit Rules. Click Create. If the Form Objects and Functions panel is not already open, click Form Objects and Functions. Under the When Conditions panel, open the Select State menu and select Is Initialized. Under the Then Results panel, click the Select Action menu and select Invoke Service. Select Retrieve Shipping Address as the service. Make sure to select the Retrieve Shipping Address listed under your form data model. Enter 1 as a string for the customer ID. We are using hard-coded values now, but we'll replace them in the next exercise. Drag and drop each form object on the left to its corresponding service output item on the right. Click Done, click Close. Click Preview to see your form fill with data. Click Edit to modify your form. Select the Customer ID dropdown and click Edit Rules. Click Create. Under the When Conditions panel, open the Select State menu and select Is Changed. Under the Then Results panel, click Select Action menu and select Invoke Service. Select Retrieve Shipping Address as the service. Drag and drop the customer ID to the input. Drag and drop each form object on the left to its corresponding service output item on the right. You also need to drag and drop the customer ID to the output. And click Done. Click Close. Select Components and drag and drop a button object onto the Retrieve Update panel. Enter a name for the button, Update, Update Record. Click Done. Select the button and click Edit Rules. You want to create a rule on the click event of the button. So select button is clicked, and you want to call your update service. Make sure you call update shipping address from your form data model. You want to map all of your form objects on the left to the corresponding item on the right. You don't need to assign an output. Click Done and close. Select Preview to see your form. You should see data filling your form on the Initialize event. Select the customer ID, and you'll see the data change based on the change event. Change some data in your form and click Update Record. Go back to the database and click Refresh, and you'll see that your record has been updated. Click Edit and select Content and go to your Insert panel. Go to your data objects, and now you're going to drag and drop all your data objects onto your Insert panel. Select Content and select the Insert panel and click Configure. Set the columns to 3 and click Done. Select Components. Drag and drop a button object over to your form. Select Configure. Enter Insert for the name, Insert Record for the title, and click Done. Select your Insert Record button and create a new rule. So this time, you're also going to use the click event, which you're going to call the Insert Record service. So you're going to map your data just like before. And you're going to click Done and Close and click Preview. Go to your Insert panel, insert a record. Go back to your database and refresh, and you'll see that new record is now in your database. In this video, we created an adaptive form based on the form data model. You learned how to integrate an adaptive form with a database, and this is an exercise from the Adobe class entitled AEM Forms and Databases. To learn more, go to aemforms.training.